Hello everyone, today I'll be talking about PHP and what its uses are. So first here I have a document in Komodo edit just called helloworld.php, and so I'm just going to explain what this document does real quick. So PHP stands for PHP Hypertext Preprocessor, and what that means is that it can take the text that you have in a PHP file, and then the server will process that file and do the certain commands that you'd like it to do. So in here currently I have 3 lines of actual PHP code, and each PHP document has to start off with these open PHP commands. And so echo here is just printing this to the browser. So let's see what we have here. We have some pretty self-explanatory stuff going on. We have echo, and then in our quotations here, or our string value that we're sending the echo command, we have PHP Hypertext Preprocessor, and that's just going to print to the browser that exact string. Then to do new lines, since it's echoing it, we're not going to use \n, sometimes seen in other programming languages. We're going to use the break characters, and that will create HTML that will create 2 new lines. Then on our 3rd line we have echo hello world and MD5, and then we're going to print with MD5 encryption hello world. And so this was pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to go ahead and save this, and I have a XAMPP PHP service running on my computer with Apache and MySQL. So in order to have PHP running on a system, you have to have PHP running on any computer or server, you have to have PHP installed. So Apache alone will just give you static HTML, but PHP will allow you to do things like you just saw in that document. So as you can see here, I have Apache, MySQL, and PHP is running in the background. You can see here I can stop it and whatnot. And so let's look at our htdocs folder, and this is where everything will be stored. Old is just the stuff that I put into a folder that came with XAMPP, and you can see our hello world.php document here. If you want to know how to get to this, it's usually in C, and then the default folder for XAMPP installs is XAMPP and then htdocs. And you can see our hello world. So in order to access our XAMPP file structure, or our website basically, I just typed in our local loopback address, which is 127.0.0.1 or localhost. And then when you hit enter, it brings up, it will search for the index.php file, but I specified in the browser what to look for. So if I were to go to 127.0.0.1, it would just show the index, and you would see the files that we had here. If we had an index.php, it would automatically direct there. And so when we click on this hello world file, we get what we had, our literal string, and then we have those 2 new lines because the print ended right here, and then so it created a new line, then created a new line again, and we have hello world and MD5, and we have our long string of characters for MD5 encoded hello world. And so that's what PHP allows you to do, is run scripting in files so that the browser and the server can work with to give the user a page. And so a common thing with PHP to do is interact with MySQL databases, and here I'm in phpMyAdmin, and that is also set up in our XAMPP control panel. You can see it's running right now, and I have created some structure. So if I go to home, this is what you'll be able to access when you go directly to it, and we have all these databases set up. We'll go to test, and we have a table, and I just created a hello world table, and I have a column and some data in here. And so what PHP will allow you to do is import and export data from your SQL databases, And so this is great for login systems and everything else. And I'll actually be writing a whole series on PHP that will cover logging in, logging out, registering, and creating all the basic functionality of a dynamic website. And so that's what PHP allows you to do, and I hope that you guys found it useful. There will be many tutorials to come. If you like this video, please rate, comment, and subscribe.